Hello students, welcome to our class. In the previous class we have seen latches, flip-flops, the design of SR flip-flop, D flip-flop, JK flip-flop and T flip-flop, right? And flip-flops have synchronous inputs, but we have not seen asynchronous inputs. So what is meant by synchronous input and what is meant by asynchronous input first of all? So in case of our previous discussion, in the previous lectures, so we have given inputs to the flip-flop. Those inputs, if we want to store a value into the flip-flop, we have to apply the inputs. So those inputs will synchronize with the clock pulse, right? And they will produce the output. But in case of asynchronous input, irrespective of the applied inputs and the clock pulse, the output of the flip-flop changes, right? Either to 1 or 0. So today let us discuss about asynchronous inputs. In the previous lecture, whatever the inputs we have applied to the flip-flops, those inputs are synchronous inputs because these inputs will get synchronized with the clock pulse and produce the output. Today we are discussing about asynchronous inputs. Right? Let us take any flip-flop, not only SR, for all the flip-flops, these asynchronous inputs are available. So for example, I am taking SR flip-flop and I am explaining. This is input S, input R, this is clock pulse you have, right? And this is output Q, this is output Q bar. We call these two inputs, right? Synchronous inputs. Because these two inputs will synchronize with the clock pulse. Whatever may be the clock, either it is level triggered or positive triggered or negative triggered, right? Positive triggered or negative triggered, whatever it may be the flip-flop, right? It has some other inputs. Those inputs are asynchronous inputs. So those are active low inputs. So this is preset input, this is clear input, clear complement preset, right? So there are two inputs, there are two asynchronous inputs for a flip-flop. There are two asynchronous inputs in a flip-flop. They are preset and second one is clear. These are important for 2-mark questions. So what is the function of preset asynchronous input? So the function of these inputs are by activating or enabling any one of the asynchronous input the output of the flip-flop changes irrespective of the applied inputs and the clock pulse. Irrespective of the applied inputs and clock pulse. Right? The meaning of this is these are the inputs which are available in the flip-flop along with synchronous inputs. So at a time when you enable this input, whenever you enable this asynchronous input, any one of the asynchronous input among these two, irrespective of the applied inputs and the clock pulse, there will be a output in the flip-flop, either 0 or 1, right? The output changes irrespective of these applied inputs and the clock pulse, right? Suppose if you want to make the flip-flop output continuously 0 irrespective of the applied inputs, so you have to activate this clear input. This is active low input, right? These are active low inputs. So by applying 0, these inputs are enabled, right? Suppose I want to make the flip-flop output continuously 0, right? So what I will do, I will activate this clear input, active low, asynchronous input. If I activate this, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 0 irrespective of these applied inputs and the clock pulse. Suppose I want to make the flip-flop output continuously 1. I will activate this preset input, right? If I activate this preset input, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 1 irrespective of these inputs and the clock pulse. If you activate any one of the asynchronous input, whatever the inputs you apply, this flip-flop doesn't consider these inputs. It produces the output. If you activate this clear input, it doesn't consider this input and clock pulse. It produces the output, which is continuously 0. If you activate this preset input, it doesn't consider the applied inputs and the clock pulse. It produces the output continuously 0. So among these two asynchronous inputs, only one of the input is activated at a time. See, I will prepare the truth table for this explanation. So preset we have, clear we have, preset complement, clear complement, or else you can take preset and clear. Output of function of flip-flop. Function of flip-flop. If preset is activated, these are active low. By giving 0, this is enabled. If preset input is activated, asynchronous input of the flip-flop is activated, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 0, right? That is, it produces the output continuously 0. Next, if you activate clear input, not 0, this is preset input, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 1. For clear, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 0. Right? So whenever you activate preset input, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 1. So you can consider this column as function of flip-flop or output. The output of the flip-flop is continuously 1. Next, when you activate clear input by disabling the preset, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 0. Next, if you activate both the inputs simultaneously, there is no function. Because see, if you activate these two inputs, the flip-flop doesn't know what is the output it has to produce, either 1 or 0. So preset, by activating preset, it produces output 1. By activating clear, it produces output 0. If you simultaneously activate these two inputs at a time, the flip-flop doesn't know which output it has to produce. So this is invalid, unused. Next, unused in the sense no function. There is no function of the flip-flop. Next, if you disable these two inputs at that time, irrespective of these inputs, whatever the inputs you apply at the input of the flip-flop, synchronous inputs, these inputs are taken into consideration and these inputs will synchronize with this clock pulse and produces the output. Normal flip-flop function. Right? So when you activate preset asynchronous input, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 1 irrespective of these applied inputs and the clock pulse. When you activate clear input of the flip-flop, the output of the flip-flop is continuously 0 irrespective of these applied inputs and the clock pulse. When you activate both the asynchronous inputs simultaneously, the flip-flop is not going to allow to produce the output, because the flip-flop doesn't know what is the output it has to produce, either 1 or 0. So that is unused combination. So when you disable these two inputs, so at the time, whatever the inputs you applied here, that will be taken into consideration and these inputs will be synchronized with the clock pulse, and based on that there will be a change in the output. So these are asynchronous inputs we have, right? Now let us see what are the characteristic equations of the flip-flops. So for any flip-flop, these two inputs are common. So whenever there is a use of this, if you want to clear initially all the flip-flops, you can make use of a clear input, right? For that applications, we use these asynchronous inputs. So as we have discussed, characteristic flip-flops, let us see what are the output equations, characteristic equation of the flip-flop. Characteristic equation of, as we have seen in combinational logic circuits, the output logic expression of so and so circuit or device is. So in the same fashion, there will be a characteristic equation for the flip-flop. Based on this equation, the next state is decided, right? So if we have D flip-flop, how will you define the next state? Qn plus 1 is equal to D. Whatever may be the D input you apply, the next state you get it as equal to D. If D is 0, D input is 0. This is the D input. This is the clock pulse you have. When clock pulse is present, D input if you apply 0, present state Qn, right? What is the output next state you got? When the past output present state is 0, D input is 0, Qn plus 1 is 0. When D input is 1, past output is 1, next state is 0. When D is 1, Qn plus 1 is equal to 1. When D is 1, whatever may be the past output, the next state is 1 if clock pulse is present. If there is no clock pulse, whatever the D input you apply and whatever may be the past output, it is acting as no change state. So this output, the next state can be obtained by using this equation mathematically, right? So this is the truth table. We have seen the function, how we got this. So we have internal latches and steering gates inside the D flip-flop, and by applying the inputs to the steering gates, we will get the output. That is, in terms of logic circuit, you will explain in that way. So sometimes in the bits, you will get this question: what is the characteristic equation of so and so flip-flop? So the characteristic equation of D flip-flop is Qn plus 1 is equal to D. And the characteristic equation of SR flip-flop is Qn plus 1 is equal to S plus R bar Qn. Right? If you substitute the S and R inputs and the present state value, you will get the next state value. The characteristic equation of JK flip-flop is Qn plus 1 is equal to JQn bar plus K bar Qn. Next, for T flip-flop, the characteristic equation is equal to T Qn bar plus T bar Qn. So you just remember these characteristic equations. So these are useful to attempt the questions in bits. So what is the characteristic equation of D flip-flop? What is the characteristic equation of SR flip-flop? What is the characteristic equation of JK flip-flop? What is the characteristic equation of T flip-flop? The next states in the truth table, the next state, that is the output column next state in the truth table, can be obtained by substituting the inputs in these equations. So we got these equations based on the truth table. So we will take the truth table again and we will write the expression for the next state, and we will take that expression and we will solve the expression using K-map. So it is not that much is not required for you. Just you remember the characteristic equations. Again, if I want to solve all these equations after writing the expressions for the output column, again you have to know what is meant by K-map, how the expressions, Boolean functions are simplified using K-maps, right? So it is again the lengthy process. We just remember these characteristic equations.